Hello, everybody. This is Victor from Channel Automation. I'm really excited to show you guys the latest and greatest. This is our contact center in which you can now create agentic, agents or AI agents for voice as well as other channels. This will be predominantly for the voice piece where you can create an entire contact center, whether it's speed to lead, setting appointments, rescheduling, rehashing, warranties, customer service, and you will no longer have to train multiple agents. You can do that from here, in which you can handle hundreds, if not thousands, of phone calls, and you can continue to calibrate it. So without further ado, let me show you guys how that looks like here. It is very similar to when you have a contact center in which you're supervising or you're listening to phone calls or you're coaching up human staff. All of these features will be available here, and it's quite easy to use. And so the first thing I'm going to be demonstrating, you'll see here, is our dashboard. I'm going to make multiple phone calls, and you can see it here in the active calls. And as you see that pop up on the screen, yeah, I'll be able to go into some of the features that you'll see. So you'll see right away that there are two phone calls happening. You can go ahead and listen to these phone calls. There's another video that I'm going to attach in which goes through these actual features. But if you look into this, you'll see that if I click on those buttons, to go and listen in, and you'll be able to see what's happening on these conversations. If I'm speaking, you'll be able to. Okay, so this is the feature
Perfect.
that allows
Are you
you
calling from a
to,
neighborhood canvas from an event today?
this is the part right here that you'll be able to go and, listen to multiple phone calls, barge in, and you'll see one of the calls drop because we have features that essentially stop you from having to listen into to silent phone calls. This one's listening in, so it's still active. So I'll hang up here, and again, watch the other video that is going to come right after this one, in which you will hear an actual call center AI voice agent taking a phone call from a canvasser or a promoter at a Sam's Club or a store or in an event, and then is going to do a three-way with a customer, taking that appointment and taking that into completion, of scheduling it, confirming it, and then being able to go and complete that phone call. As we go through the dashboard, you'll see the number of phone calls, and again, these tabs right here are as you engage them, you'll see that it'll be highlighted, and you'll see the answer rate, qualified leads as the AI goes through that, the average handling time, the volume per day, and then the number of phone calls from whether it's inbound or outbound, because the system can actually go and handle blended phone calls. You'll also see the AI generated summaries, tells you how long these conversations look like and what those summaries look like, appointment detection, because it's going to be scheduling appointments, and then you've got the total number of minutes, concurrent calls. Currently, right now, we can go up to 100 concurrent calls on our Premium Plus subscription. On our Premium subscription, it goes from 20 to 40, and then it goes up to 500 on enterprise level. You'll see here as well the reason for the call ending. So that tells you how the call ended and why. And again, these are customizable. You'll see the distribution per agent. So if you have multiple agents, voice agents, you'll be able to see how they're doing. So if you have a cashier or a canvasser or for information or an FAQ type of voice agent, plus somebody who takes in orders or schedules appointments, you'll be able to see those distribution of calls, as well as an outcome funnel, which is, I think, is really important because it gives you a chance to see from how many calls, it's going all the way down to how many of these things become an appointment in the end. And then you get sentiment analysis. Again, this dashboard is quite simple to understand. It gives you positive, neutral, negative. And then you'll see here the keywords. These are customizable, telling you which keywords. So if you have lead sources that happen to give you leads that they're just looking for free quotes or maybe some free products, the word free should be one of the top keywords there, and then you can manage those lead sources a bit better. You'll see the summary here as well. You got the date, the caller, the actual agentic technology or the voice AI right here, the phone number, the duration, what the status was. I mean, you're not supposed to miss any of these calls, but if you do, you'll be able to see that that as well. And again, it's all about being able to notify your team, your contact center, and as well as how that call ended, and it was as well as a sentiment. And you'll see here that those things are being monitored by the AI as well. We got some simple features as well. You can go and actually have something that goes from kind of a night feature versus a dark mode feature. And then as we go up here to the dashboard, you'll see the tabs on here in the top. You'll see all the appointments that are being scheduled. Again, watch the other video that we're sending you that will be on YouTube, and it'll tell you pretty much how that thing has been scheduled. And you'll see all the information here, including things like what the product was, the quality score, escalation required. I mean, this is going to be super useful, especially if somebody hung up or maybe one of the questions wasn't answered, and as well as the summaries. I think these are really key, like to be able to see what happened on that phone call. So you can imagine if you're handling a call center, a human call center agent, you'd have to go and listen to that call, or you might have to go through different platforms to be able to understand what's happening. In this case, it's actually giving you the summary, the history, the number of phone calls that were made, whether it's inbound or outbound, everything you need to know about that particular phone call, and it's tied in with that phone number or that particular lead. Moving forward, you got the recordings right here. And again, a deeper dive of the system, all you have to do is connect with us here at Channel Automation. We're happy to go and give you a 20, 30-minute test drive of the system, because again, there's a lot of features here, but you see how simple it is that you can filter by inbound, outbound, and as well as how the call ended. And you'll see things like the transcription, the summaries right there. It can be translated into Spanish. If it's already in Spanish, it automatically translates it into English. And of course, you got customer insights, which I think are really key. So if you have leads that you're getting and you want to be able to understand how valuable they are, with our Enhanced Insights plugin, you'll be able to go and show that as well here. And of course, you'll be able to send this automatically into your CRM or download them. By clicking this button, you're essentially just being able to go and download those manually, so you can listen to them or transcribe them or do whatever you want with them. The intent analysis tab on the top here is also one of the best features of the system. I think that a lot of people will really enjoy using this. It tells you the intent distribution, again, all these keyword sentiments that are coming up. And then you'll see here all these features that give you the analysis of what is happening on those particular leads, from it, whether it was converted, what was the general inquiry or the issue, if it's been booked. Again, a lot of these things are fully customizable, but you can see that it's already been templated for the use for every company, right, that has some sort of dialer if you have a call center. And of course, you'll get the enhanced data sources here as well that provide you with all the information that you'll need, including scoring those particular leads. And again, a lot of this is you'll be able to send straight into the system, your CRM, for example. The voice agents right here, really easy to be able to build them. Currently, right now, we are providing customers with 100 different types of agents as a template, but you can go ahead and build some on your own. You'll see here that if I were to go and review the visual flow, you can see and test these particular phone calls, and you'll see where the call would be in terms of the flow. So it's really easy, and you can actually go and create your AI assistant and being able to build on these voice flows. Again, super simple stuff. It takes you about 5 minutes in building an agent. So imagine having to hire people, hiring, training, firing, going through that process. This right here takes 5 minutes and you have that agent up and running. The settings right here, it will be the part where your administrators will go in and make sure that your integrations are there. So you'll see that there's the API configurations. You can create those keys right here, test those connections, right? You'll be able to go and create your default transfer. So everything is within your control. And you'll imagine that there's also the text integration. And so if you're using Channel Automation, this will automatically go into your text platform or your channels. If you're using something else, it'll be the same thing. So we've made it agnostic. Integrations are fairly fairly simple. With one click, you'll be able to connect to those particular systems that you might have. It could be Power BI, it could be Lead Perfection. But again, we'll open this up to you guys. Webhooks, very easy to create and generate from here. As you can see, the add-ons, including the enhanced data, will be here or embedding. For the most part right now, providing this free to existing customers. Scheduling triggers are easily built from here. As you can see, we already have that. And then you can generate your phone numbers right here. And for premium, our very first subscription model, you get 10 free right away. And as you go up to enterprise, it goes up to 500 phone numbers or more. And again, you have things like your tool logs to be able to log everything, things that gives you all these analytics that you'll be needing in the future. You can add team members from here, provide permissions, and then we have this really cool feature called geo fencing, which it gives you the ability to search for locations, and your AI will be able to determine that and talk through the customer and basically like forward them or let them know who can go ahead and service them based on their location. So again, we're really, really excited about all these new features. It took us about a year to put this together. Our very first customers will be our existing channel automation customers. This will be open to you guys. We want to give you guys a technology, to use. For the most part, it will be, at no cost to you for your first 90 days. Please do reach out to us. We'd love to be able to show you and actually have you guys test drive this and do an A/B test with, versus your own agents. Reach out to me specifically if you want me to go and do that demo for you. My email is vic@channelautomation.com, or you can reach out to our team at channelautomation.com through our website. We're looking forward to reaching, for getting you guys to test drive the system, and hopefully you're excited as much as we are for the future, building your contact centers and saving a lot of labor and doing more conversions. Thanks a lot, guys.